What's going on there, Strength Family? I just kind of wanted to do a little talk here. Now, this one might not be about lifting, or it's not going to be about lifting. This one's about motivation. And I'm not trying to do this as a motivational speech or anything like that. I mean, we all heard it. You got to have the discipline to get the motivation. I mean, that's something you got to have here. But this is just something that I was thinking about in between sets here. And it's really hard to be able to sometimes get that motivation. Maybe you had work's been just dragging on, family, the kids, maybe you've been eating a little bad, things like that. And, your motivation is just kind of dwindling down. Maybe you're at a point where you haven't seen any gains or anything like that. And it's hard to all of a sudden get that motivation. Let's say we either hit the wall, okay? Well, I'm sitting here and I mean, my own personal thing, I mean, it hits me too, to where, I'm trying to juggle two YouTube channels. I have, Monday through Friday is literally down here in the Strength Family Gym and doing my stuff, doing stuff for clients and programs, and writing out different things for different people, which I'm not complaining about it, but there's a lot of pressure in that sense. And then the weekends is the other YouTube channel, the Muscle Car Custom Garage one, where we're doing hot rods and I'm building race cars and high horsepower motors and stuff like that for people. I'm constantly going. I don't sit that much. I've never been that type of person to sit that much. So it's just go, 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 plus my regular 9 to 5 job, which is Monday through Friday. So there's a lot on the plate. And there are times, believe me, you guys, that I get burned out to where once I come down here, it's like, man, I just don't have the motivation. So if sometimes that happens with you guys, here's some of the things that you can try. And honestly, I went through a little bit of it today myself. And let's just say, I'm just going to stick with weightlifting here. Let's say, you like powerlifting, or maybe you're more of a bodybuilder, or maybe you're somewhat of a CrossFit or something like that. Maybe you like to do, back and shoulders more than you like to do legs, or you love to do legs and you don't like to do chest. If you're having an off day like that, my suggestion to you, do the exercises you like. You know what I mean? Do what you enjoy. If you like curling, and you want big monster arms, but you if you're lacking the motivation, the worst thing that you can do, hit that door and go upstairs. Go upstairs and all of a sudden start feeding your face. You don't want to do that. At least then do the exercises that you like. Then go off the beaten path of the exercises maybe that you have programmed out for yourself, and it's just like, I'm just not feeling it. I'd rather, just, okay, is that enough? Can I leave? You don't want to be like that. Deep down inside, you don't want to be like that. It's like, man, I'm just lacking that motivation. Do some exercises again that you like. Do some curls, and then go over and do leg work, or mix it up. And, if it's the end of the work day or whatever, just to keep yourself motivated, do those exercises possibly that you like. Another thing, honestly, is you're going to have to fall back into your diet. If your diet's kind of killing you, maybe you carved up, maybe you ate like crap, maybe you had a couple of bowls of ice cream or some Oreos or something like that. You'd be surprised and how that will really affect you. You'll feel run down and dragged down, and man, I really didn't get much sleep. And you start coming up with all these excuses that's going to pull that motivation away, give you reasons not to go downstairs, not to go to the gym, not to go wherever your weight training is, wherever your training itself is. And it's very hard to all of a sudden create motivation when you have none. So at that point, that little gym bro that's on your shoulder going, come on and lift it. You got to listen to that. You got to be able to there's still the motivation in you. You showed up. You're at least down there. You have to get this workout in. You got to get this stuff going, because not just it's good for the body, it's good for the mind. So just food for thought, you guys. If you're getting stuck in that motivation, or you're just like, man, I just don't feel it today, go through the exercises that you like. Oh man, but what if I'm doing a push-pull and a leg and a chest, and I do everything all in one day? You know what? Then fine. If anything, what did you do? What's Arnold say? Shock the body. Yeah, that way the body doesn't know what's going on. Then you shock the body. What you need to do sometimes is get the mind back into the game again. Why do you like it? Why do you enjoy it? Why do you love working out? Why do you love fitness? Okay, well, do the things that you like, and maybe that's enough to spark that interest again. So the next week that comes up, you're ready to go, you're ready to get motivated, and you're ready to move on. Sometimes we just get in a funk. Life happens. Like I said, for me, I got a lot of things coming at me, and there's times where it kind of pulls me down a little bit. And honestly, the community, seeing the comments and stuff, hey man, I really appreciate, what you did on this episode, or you did on this video, or, what you did here really helped me out, and I grew better traps, or it really helped my shoulders, or it helped me on bench press, or it helped me on doing legs, or whatever. The feedback I get from you guys sometimes, is that motivation that I need, besides, my family and my kids and my wife and all that stuff, that you guys, and having that positive community. Because honestly, for how Strength Family's been going, I don't really get negative feedback from you guys. Everything's very positive, and it keeps making me want to make these videos and do this stuff. So I'm just trying to reach out to you guys the same way, just even through your comments that you're reaching to me. It does matter. It does help me sometimes when I'm down here, keep me moving. It oils up the machine and keeps the wheels turning. I just want to say thank you for that. And hopefully I can give that back to you guys as some of that motivation to keep your wheels turning and keep you moving in this fitness life. So I apologize that I know you guys probably wanted to see, big man lift big heavy weights, ugh, ugh, ugh. But I was just kind of in a funk, and it was a little bit of lacking the motivation, and this just really kind of popped into my head, and this is where I was at. And sometimes I know you guys out there kind of need to hear some of this stuff as well as I do. And the community was one of the big portions, and that's why I'm trying to do what I'm doing right now. So I apologize for a long-winded video here, but if you guys are needing that motivation, don't quit. Go through the channel, find some goofy videos that I have up, to where maybe it's making you laugh, or maybe you find something that's very useful for your programs and things like that help you. Go back to that video, go watch it again, and maybe hopefully get a little inspiration. Because again, through these comments and stuff like that, you guys do give me some inspiration. I do appreciate that. So again, share, like, subscribe. I do appreciate you guys very, very much, more than you think. So again, I will see you guys in another episode. And yes, big guy will be lifting big weights, okay? Raw. Have a good one.